Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 12 News at 5. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Troy Hayden. Half a dozen hikers recovering after getting attacked by a swarm of bees on Camelback Mountain. One of them even had to go to the hospital.
12 News journalist Jade Cunningham is joining us now live from Echo Canyon Trailhead with the very latest. Jade?
Hey, good evening. Yeah, so all people who had to be rescued off of this mountain today, they are expected to be okay, which is definitely some good news. And I spoke with a ranger here earlier who tells me that these two trails, the Cholla and Echo Canyon trails, are back open. And I also spoke with some hikers today who happened to be on the mountain when this rescue was underway, and they told us a little bit more about what they experienced. Signs greeted hikers Tuesday after a large rescue prompted both Echo Canyon and Cholla trails to close for the day.
The initial call came in that they were at the bottom of Cholla Trail, so we were just in our normal one truck response. Then we started getting multiple calls that there were multiple patients.
Around 9:15 a.m., Phoenix fire rescue crews began their ascent up both sides of Camelback to get the hikers impacted. Drone and air support were also used to help give an extra set of eyes from above.
Until we get patient contact, we really don't know what we're encountering. So we like to have as much equipment as we can carry up those trails, and then we have a lot of units that are staged down here with extra equipment in case we need it to come up.
8 people in all needed help getting down. One was taken to the hospital.
We saw the helicopter.
Hikers Ashley and Jasmine were on Echo Trail during the rescue and watched as first responders put themselves in harm's way to get everyone to safety.
We definitely experienced the bees buzzing around us, but those weren't the angry bees from the other side of the mountain.
We talked to this nice gentleman who was coming down our side instead of back down his way, and he'd gotten bit all up his side. He wasn't wearing a shirt or anything.
Now as crews assess the situation,
We have a bee expert that's coming in. They're going to hike up with Parks and Recreation teams to do an evaluation of what's going on up there, and then whatever they can do to deem it safe for hikers. Once it's safe, then they'll open it back up.
people say it's a reminder to be cautious while hiking and are just thankful it wasn't worse.
We just have to remember that this is where a lot of animals are living. We're in their space, and just remember to watch our step.
Yeah, so I actually spoke with Mike Boyle at Burns Pest Elimination. He tells me that this time of year is actually swarming season, that queens and their followers, if you will, are actually looking for a new home, and that these bees can be a bit more protective and more aggressive than normal. So if you find yourself in a swarm, he says the best thing you can do is to move quickly, quietly, and calmly to try and get out of it as fast as you can. And also it's a good idea to kind of protect your face, your eyes, mouth area, so you don't get stung in that as well. But again, moving quickly, quietly, and calmly. Reporting live, Jay Cunningham, 12 News.
Yeah, and sometimes they even put up the warning signs that'll say, beware of bees. If other hikers have encountered bees before, they'll put a sign up. But it's super scary. I mean, I love to hike, and this time of year is very, it gives me a lot of anxiety because I know that this is the time of year when bees are out there.
Yeah, and you're on the side of the mountain. Where are you going?
You can't go anywhere.
Absolutely.
You can't go
You're in
anywhere. There's
trouble.
nowhere to run, Jade. Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, and one of the other tips that was suggested as well is, a lot of people, they want to wear headphones or those ear pods, but maybe if you don't, because you're going to be hearing the bees before you see them, so maybe keeping your ears and eyes open as you hike is definitely a pro tip.
Yeah, that's a pro tip for sure. All right, Jade, thank you for that.